Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. For our group project for Sustainable Development Issues, Policies and Practices, course code UNGS 1201, we have chosen the topic upcycling among Iium students.
In this video, we will present about the introduction, definition, objectives, service, conclusion, challenges, significance of the project, and routine reflection.
Upcycling is the process of transforming materials destined to be destroyed into new products of higher value and environmental purpose. Reusing waste without destroying it takes far less energy than breaking it down to be remade into something new. The term upcycling was coined in 1994 by a German engineer, Rainer Pries. Recycling at the time diminished the value of old or used products, so he suggested new value must be added instead, leading to the term upcycling. The first objective of our project is to educate the Iium community on upcycling, its benefits and drawbacks, and how it compares to recycling. The second objective of our project is to find out if Iium students are aware of upcycling and would support upcycling efforts. The third objective of our project is to impart the knowledge of upcycling to Iium students and encourage them to get creative while striving towards a sustainable lifestyle.
We have conducted an online service through the Google Forms.
Based on an online survey we conducted, we have found that 62.5% of the respondents have heard of upcycling before, and 97.5% of them feel that upcycling is good for the environment. 87.5% of the respondents also shared that they would use upcycled items, and 92.5% of them would want to learn more about upcycling. And lastly, 97.5% of the respondents shared that they would support upcycling efforts.
We also have conducted interviews with a group of Iium students. Let's see what's their opinion. First question is, do you know what is upcycling?
Yes, I know what is upcycling.
Yes, I know about upcycling.
I do know a little bit about upcycling.
Yes, I do.
Secondly, have you ever done any upcycling project?
No, I never done it before.
Yes, I have done it before. I used old jeans to create a brand new tote bag and pencil case.
I have done upcycling before. I turned my jeans into a laptop bag.
Not really, but I reuse the plastic bags I use and the boxes of the parcels if it's still in good shape.
The third question is, do you agree that by upcycling it will help to sustain the environment?
Yes, I agree because it minimizes the usage of natural resources.
I think yes, because rather than throwing old jeans or old clothes, we can create a brand new products that can give a different purposes to our life.
Yes, I do think upcycling can help the environment because it helps to reduce the waste of fabric.
Yes, I agree because it can reduce the amount of resource consumption.
For significance, first of all, it reduces fabric waste in Malaysia. Textiles generates greenhouse methane gas during the decomposition process and unleash toxic chemicals and dyes into the groundwater and soils. Second, upcycle not causing pollution compared to recycling. Upcycling won't cause pollution as the materials do not require to be processed by machines, which use energy and cause more pollution. Next, upcycle reduces the demand for certain products. Although productivity will cause great economic benefits to the producers, it will also cause harm to the environment as today's products mostly use artificial chemicals in their products. Reducing the demand will cause the products to reduce in production. Upcycling also helps save money. Used items normally cost lesser than newly produced goods as they don't bear the production costs, and not to mention a company's goal to gain profits. This will help those who want to save money while affording quality goods. And lastly, cultivates creativity. As upcycling does not have any standards, it is open to self-creativity where anyone is free to do whatever they are pleased with the products.
Okay, now we continue to the challenges that we face to implement this project. First of all, not all used materials can be upcycled. Also, this activity is a time-consuming activity that requires patience and energy. And lastly is about the society's habit. First of all, not all used material can be upcycled means there are limited chosen materials which its quantity and quality can guarantee longer usage. For example, when we want to upcycle a grocery or tote bag from unused clothes, we should ensure that the clothes chosen are from high quality material so that it is not easily tear off or being ruined. And some material did not remain longer if it doesn't have a good quality of fabric. So, if the upcycled items did not function well, it will be thrown away. In addition, the time consumption of this activity also is a challenge that cannot be avoided as students' schedules are always packed with assignments. Their mindset on the upcycle is a difficult thing to do, and they did not have enough time to spend on it. And its process also consumes their energy and requires creative thinking and patience in completing the activity. This requires nurturing the understanding of the benefit of this activity that they can make it not just as a hobby but also to reduce their stress on their study. Moreover, the community habit are more likely to throw away something that had been used once and buy new one in the other time. Plus, they have no idea that the items that they use can be repurposed as other items and they have no interest to create it by themselves. Although there were a lot of guidance in the YouTube and other media on this topic, but not everyone tend to explore these things. Instead, they watch it and try to make it by themselves first. This knowledge and awareness on the upcycle practice should be spread widely so that everyone can enjoy this together as it gives benefits to all.
Despite the challenges faced in upcycling, even with upcycling effort, we should still adopt other initiatives like the 3 R's: reduce, reuse, and recycle. The main key to reduce waste is to reduce purchase, only buy what is necessary for living. Reducing purchase might help lessen the making and generating of the products that consumes energy, resources, and material. Change of perspectives needs to be made when it comes to reuse. There is a saying, one person's trash is another person's treasure. We need to see some trash as a material that can be repurposed for everyday use. For instance, single-use plastic bags can be repurposed into trash bags. Recycling is a process of recovery and reprocessing of waste materials into new products. Glass, paper, aluminum cans, and plastic are the most common materials for recycling. Quantities of solid waste deposited into landfills can be reduced by recycling, which costs less. Another thing about upcycling is that there is supposed to be a transfer of knowledge. Transfer is a cognitive process in which a learner's mastery of knowledge or abilities in one setting allows them to apply that knowledge or skill in another. Transfer is frequently seen as a characteristic of actual learning, since it implies that a learner's comprehension allows them to recognize how their information might be useful and apply it successfully outside of the original learning settings. Upcycling skills need to be taught and learned by the target groups who are ready and enthusiastic about contributing to sustainable development.
So now we have arrived to the last part of the video, the team's reflection.
A sustainable lifestyle is indeed achievable if we all make a conscious effort in adopting sustainable practices into our daily life.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fatim Frizana binti Abdul Patah. So what I got from this project is that there are many ways we as an individual or a community can contribute to the environment and sustainable development. So our project is about upcycling. I learned that we are responsible for the environment. When we create things like clothes, plastics, etc., it brings adverse effects on the environment and the consequences will come back to us, to humans. Everyone needs to do something for sustainable development, even if it is just a little thing that does not seem to matter in the eyes of other people. We can start by doing things like for example 3Rs and of course upcycling.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurfana Khadija binti Azhar. My metric number is 2116994. My point of view on the value that we gain through this project is first, we gain the cooperation among the teamwork, and second, we become more concerned to take care of our environment cleanliness through these small steps like upcycle. That's all from me.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Ahmad Faiz Baruki bin Muhammad Zaini, metric number 2122515. So from this project, what I got is the knowledge itself. Before this, I don't really know what is that upcycling, but now maybe I'll start implementing it in my life. Also in this project, and this subject generally gives me a deeper understanding on SDGs, the importance and the reality of our world right now. Because if you look at the world around us, it is packed with the pollutions and the crisis going on and on. So it gave me the urge to be a better person and contribute to the society and environment. Thank you.
My name is Husnina Aira, and what I learned from this project is that by upcycling, it will help us saving natural resources that we may need for the future. So it will help the environment to become a better place and sustain the environment for a longer period of time.
That's all from us. Thank you. 1, 2, 3. Bye.